Hi, I'm Anna Gavin, and this is my movie review on the movie The Pursuit of Happyness. The movie The Pursuit of Happyness, starring Will Smith and his son Jaden Smith, play as Chris Gardner and Christopher Gardner in a memorial of his life story. The film opens up in San Francisco with Chris and his family living in poor conditions as they invested everything in portable bone density scanners, thinking that it would pay off once they all got sold. However, unfortunately, he was unsuccessful, and throughout the majority of the movie, he is shown carrying one everywhere he goes. Shortly after, Chris's wife leaves him, and he obtains full custody of their young son, Christopher. As Chris Gardner is unable to sell his scanners, they are broke and cannot afford rent, so they get kicked out of their apartment and become homeless. The film depicts the harsh reality of homelessness and what it feels like to have nowhere to go and are unable to sustain your own human needs. One day, as Chris is walking down the street, he passes this man with a nice car and is envious of him and asks, "How do you get what you have?" The man replies, "I'm a stockbroker." After that moment, he decides to try it out and studies all night, anywhere he can, working hard for the opportunity of an unpaid internship that would eventually start his career. The film highlights many themes regarding the theme of resilience of the human spirit in overcoming adversity. Chris faces homelessness, financial struggles, and personal setbacks, but he refuses to be defined by his circumstances and instead uses them as motivation to strive for a better future for him and his son. This also strongly showcases the theme of the American dream, as Chris developed his success from nothing but pure perseverance and determination. Chris is a self-made man who is willing to do anything he needs to succeed, whether it's working multiple jobs, sleeping on the streets, studying for the unpaid internship, to gradually work up the industrial ladder, achieving success through sheer determination and effort. Another major theme in the movie is the great connection between Chris and his son. It displays a wonderful father-son bond that continues to grow stronger as the movie continues, because of all their hardships that they shared and helped each other emotionally get through homelessness. Sadly, for cases like these, it does demonstrate the tragic and unfortunate issue that young children going through similar situations lead them to mature early, and it's heartbreaking that their childhood consists of so much hardship early on. Chris Gardner also has to bear with all the sacrifices that he's made in order to care for him and his own son. Chris Gardner is a man of full hope and resilience who is highly optimistic about the future he can create. As he faced numerous setbacks and challenges, his ability to bounce back from adversity, stay positive, and keep moving forward despite the odds reflects the importance of resilience in achieving one's goals. I really enjoyed this movie because it opened my perspective on homelessness and the challenges that Chris Gardner and his son went through, as well as it taught me more about my own pursuit in life. It inspired me not to give up and face my hardships head-on until I achieve my dream. It pains me to see that the harsh truth behind homelessness, and I was torn watching the movie as some scenes express the extremely poor conditions of scary hostels where its purpose was to serve the opposite. It is such a terrifying experience that I hope will majorly decrease in the future. However, I admire and respect Chris Gardner's ability to stay strong during such low times. I strongly recommend watching this movie as it is an eye-opener to this kind of world, and I would suggest it to people who don't truly understand the issue and help the problem of ignorance. But I would also recommend this movie to everyone because it's such a greatly made movie. Thank you for listening.